Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your What's Cracking for Thursday the 7th of March. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Welcome on board to all the new people. Thank you to all the people ordering readings from me and to the beautiful people who've made donations. I can't thank you enough. I bought an iPad yesterday, so I'll get it playing with it over the weekend, and I'm hoping I can use it for some of the readings then and take a bit of stress off my poor phone. At least for the time being. I'd eventually see myself having a really nice setup, so I have to wait until I've got someone who's nice and tech savvy to come in and give me a hand. So let's see what's cracking for Thursday using the Gilded Tarot, and we have the Magician. Very, very nice. I sounded like Yogi Bear there. Sorry, channeled Yogi Bear. The Magician is the card of being able to manifest. So many of you at the moment are manifesting what you want. Like, this means that you are in the position to bring something in that you want to have in your life. In order to manifest, we have to be nicely well balanced. We have to know what it is we want, and we have to be prepared that even if we want a particular thing, the universe may have a slightly different idea to what we want. So let's see what's behind it. We do have the Fool, so you're manifesting a brand new start here, something that you will need to take a leap of faith on, something that you've bought in, but it may still require you to trust where you're being led here. And behind that, we have the Three of Swords. So I understand from this, what they're saying is, even though you've come through some hurt and pain before in your life, you're now being asked to take a leap of faith for something new here that you've manifested. And behind that, whoa, okay, no wonder you're taking a leap of faith. Some of you have put behind some pretty tough stuff here. For others of you, you may have escaped a situation that created heartbreak for you, but no matter what, you're being given a new opportunity to move past this and walk into a new time in your life. Okie dokie. Yeah, then you have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands talks of two different paths to walk down and choosing which way is the right way to go. So this is where your leap of faith comes in, because your two paths might be equally as attractive, or one path could be very comfortable and the other path could invite you to do something new, something different, to take a chance on something. But choosing here. Okay, devil energy after that. So we are talking ego, extreme obsessive behavior, can be addiction, alcohol, can be codependency. So this devil represents many of those things. Can also represent Capricorn too. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, you could be moving towards somebody who's a Capricorn. We have the Hanging Man here. So the Hanging Man, of course, talks about taking time out to look at things from a different perspective. So for me, you're being given an opportunity to move forward. But for some unknown reason, there's some fear or doubt here. It's fear, I think, with this devil energy. I think you fear moving forward here because of past heartbreak. So you're taking time out to look at things differently. I like that. You've got an Emperor here. You know, the Hanging Man, you know, sometimes when you've done things a certain way and you're being asked to do them differently, or trust something that you haven't trusted previously, or get over the fear that you have of doing something, it is about going inside and thinking about it. So what they're showing me here is, say you were asked to skydive. Now I know a lot of people are going to go, oh, I never skydive. I don't really care. What I'm saying is, say you were asked to skydive and you're terrified of heights. You might go into the Hanging Man mode just to have a real look at whether it is something you could do, or whether you are capable of doing it. And you might still choose no, but it's about going inside and seeing if you could find some way of doing it. Instead of saying no before you do anything, or no before you think about it, it's about being open-minded, flexible, and going inside and thinking, well, is there some way I would do this? And if I was to, how would I go about it? Okay, so we do have the Emperor coming in next. So some of you are dealing with someone who could be quite controlling here with this devil energy, but definitely someone who's very much in charge, You know, they are sort of, you know, a person of power, sometimes someone very well respected, but they can also be an Aries, and they can also be someone who's just very, very much a little bit of a control freak with this devil energy. So maybe some of you are fighting something to move towards this person, and you're being asked to trust that perhaps this person isn't the way they used to be. Okay, Page of Swords coming out. So Page of Swords, this little guy here can represent Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. He does have his sword down, so it really does look like he's not wanting to speak up at the moment, but he's only young and he's very immature. So maybe you're being guided towards someone who isn't really opening up to you at the moment, but there is this promise here that they will come out as the knight and be able to speak up. They may not do it well, but they will get there. Three of Pentacles coming in. So you want to work with someone on something here. Now, this isn't all about love here. So this can be about any area of your life, and you're being asked here. You want to work on someone, but maybe in the past they've been a very controlling person or very manipulative, and you're being given an opportunity to go towards them again for whatever reason. And the universe is saying, give it a chance here. You know, take a bit of a leap of faith, because perhaps this person, you know, they may not have changed, but perhaps you have a different attitude to how they are this time. Okay, Queen of Cups. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person is more open, more emotional this time around. So when I look at how this is being shown, you've got someone here who perhaps in the past was a little bit closed down and maybe not able to open up and express themselves. And you're being guided back towards this person, whether it's for work, love, whatever. And this person's not quite the same as they used to be. They're going to be more open. They came across before as being quite closed off, not able to speak their feelings, maybe shut down a little bit with this Page of Swords. But now I feel like there's been sort of like an opening up with them. They've sort of grown in that regard. So I think this is why the universe is saying, don't sort of make the judgment here. Really take the hanging man stance, because, you know, people change. Don't care who they are. People change. Unless you're an absolutely psychotic psychopath and you've never been medicated, then possibly not. But people do change. I've seen people change massively. They are capable. It's just about, they've got to have worked on themselves, of course, and opened their heart, opened their soul. So if they're prepared to do that, yes. If they're not prepared to do that, they aren't going to change. Okay, so you are able here to put down your responsibilities. You're putting down your burdens here. So for some of you, if this is about a work situation, then if you move towards this, what they're saying is you don't have to worry anymore about, you know, not having a job, for example. But whatever it is, you're putting this burden down. Oh, look, for some of you, it is a soulmate we're talking here. And we do have the Justice card, so very much could be love for some of you here. Whatever it is, it's definitely about you being the bigger person here. Putting on your big girl pants and getting in there. Nice, no sexism meant there too either, male or female. Put on your big person pants. There we are. I'll be so don't mind being non-judgmental. Okay. So what's happening here? Sorry, I'm trying to get some messages in here. There's an opportunity to move forward on something you've manifested. Now, see, the thing is, when we manifest, we don't always manifest what we want. And I think some of you have manifested something here that perhaps you didn't deal with well before. You could have worked for this person, been with this person. It could be a family member, it could be a friend. But this person in the past has been very difficult to deal with. They have been in this devil energy, could have been living in their ego, very controlling, and unyielding is what Spirit is saying to me. So it didn't matter how you approached them, they never saw things from your perspective. So somehow or another, this person has transformed. they've been through their own transformation, the death card's under those other cards. So they've been through some sort of transformation here. So the universe is saying to you, don't make an assumption that this person is the person you knew before. Are you the person that was here before? Okay, so what you need to remember is if you've been doing work on yourself and you've changed, why wouldn't somebody else be able to change? Now that's hugely deep because that is a hanged man approach to it. Okay, so for example, if this person was addicted to alcohol before and the alcohol was driving their behavior, yeah, it wasn't very nice. Yeah, they might have been horrible. But at the end of the day, if they stopped drinking alcohol, are they now a very different person? Now, I know I'm trying to challenge your thinking here, but Spirit's giving me all these messages to say that you need to greet everybody with the attitude of understanding where you've come from. You can't judge people on what you judged them on back then, because they too have put in the work and they have grown. So you're being offered love, a job, an opportunity here. The turnaround for both of you is quite karmic here. You're not the same people. So I'm not saying in essence that you're not the same people at the core. What I'm saying is some of the ego stuff has transformed, because that's the part we're trying to transform, right? The obsessions, the fear, the, bad behaviors, all the things we work on to try and make ourselves better people. This person has done exactly the same as you. They have mirrored what you have done here, and they're coming back a very different person here. There's some sort of offer. This person wants to work with you on something, whether it's work, love, whatever. This person is a soulmate. They were here to teach you how to transform, and you taught them how to do the very same thing. Beautiful reading, people. Very strong messages in there. And, even I sort of went, oh, that's so true, isn't it? We've done all this work and we think, wow, we feel great now. We're, really feeling like we've sort of peeled back these layers and become somebody quite different. But then you stop and you think, well, what's to stop someone else doing that? Sometimes I think we think that because people are locked into this ego behavior that maybe they can't change. And maybe some people can't because they don't want to. So, you might be dealing with someone who, was quite controlling before, but someone who's a narcissist may not have the ability to change. But this person has. This person has put some sort of energy in here to be different. They've moved with you. They've reflected what you've done. They could very likely be a twin flame because of that energy of mirroring each other here. But they want to work with you on something. This could be someone who's been watching you over the internet as well. Someone who's been keeping a little bit of an eye on you in order to understand where you are and what point in your life. If they're after you for work, or they could be a family member, but someone's been keeping a little eye on you to watch your changes. The dragonflies come out and it says, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal and connection to spirit. So listen to your intuition, people. Don't go by your ego, because your ego might tell you that this person hasn't changed. They haven't done the work. They're still the same. But I'm saying to you, this person has. So listen to your ego. Listen to your intuition, not your ego, because your ego will push you away. Okay, thanks everyone.